If we have, when we do hire our valets, we do let them know at the time of the interview that this is an entry-level position. You are not stuck in this position forever, and that we're looking at them to fill other positions within the organization if they are interested. So yes, what we call our service consultant trainee, the in-house training that we do, we definitely pick from our pool of valets. They have turned out to be great service consultants. They also, we've had a lot of success moving them into the technician role, beginning on our express team and then into an apprentice role and then into a flat rate technician. So those are both career paths. We've also had valets go on to work in our parts department as well.
The biggest thing that I let our guy, the applicants know, or new employees know, is that how strong our team is, just the environment. I think that's really important, especially the new hires, it's not an environment where you're walking on eggshells, or it's not a cutthroat environment where you're, everyone's out for everyone. We work as a team, it's fun, but at the same time, we're growing, there's a lot of opportunity to move up within the business if you put in your time and you come in here with solid work ethic or self-drive. One of the programs that I work close with is the Honda Pack program. And I've actually reached out and talked with the program instructor, and I invited him in here to watch my process, to get to know my guys, and this is on the express side of things. Because I think it's important to have a close contact with someone like that, so when they are finishing school or even while they're in school, they have a go-to place. I don't think that there's any better way of getting someone through here rather than having someone who's been trained by, the Honda process. They already have a basic knowledge of the technical side of things. And the cool thing that we've been doing is having them work here part-time while they're in school. So then when they graduate school, they end up being in here full-time, and they're 10 steps ahead of everybody. So having a close relationship with a program like that that's close to you is a huge benefit on every level, in my opinion. The biggest thing that I let these guys know is that we want you to grow within the company. We want to send you to school. Just the sky's the limit. It depends how much you want to work for it.
Right now I have 2 other young men that are coming to me from Lake Washington Technical School. They are both in the automotive program. I had one young man that's already worked for me for 6 months. He had another classmate that unfortunately he worked at a different dealership, which we will not name, and he was not treated fairly. They basically used him kind of like your gopher, like do all the crap work and stuff, and they weren't teaching him anything. So the easy way to get someone like that to our team is, hey, come here, we train you. We will factory train you. We will send you to school. We will pay for that schooling. So now suddenly you're giving someone a reason to want to come here because they're gonna get something out of it above and beyond the schooling that the individual is already paying for. They know they are now in a position where they're gonna have some further training, which is gonna be actual factory training, which will help them specialize in our brand.
We've been looking for some alternate scheduling. Some people just can't or don't want to work 8 hours a day, or don't want to work 7 to 6 that has normally been required in this industry. Going to some part-time things and alternate schedules, maybe even 4-day schedules, things we're looking at. It'll give us an opportunity to pick up some people that couldn't work, maybe full-time, people that are still in school or have other obligations. We're open from 7 to 7 during the week, and we've got guys that start at 7. We've got guys that don't come in till 8, and they work accordingly, depending on when they start, that's when they finish. And the guys that again want to work part-time, we're flexible to that.
We take care of our people. We pay them well. We try to manage their workload in terms of we give the appointment scheduling to someone else. We try to make sure that they're not on the phone all day, so that they can do their job in terms of selling and dispatching, and try to balance their duties. So we try not to overload them and we pay them really well, and then they're happy being here. It's a good family-run company. I work with the schools and the tech centers, and they'll send me, one or two here and there, and maybe out of 6 or 7 that we hire and train, one might stay with me. We have a generous sign-on bonus program. If I look at hiring a technician and he's got some skill, we'll offer him up to a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Generous pay, I probably pay as high as anybody in the industry right now. We will hire these young people and let them know we'll pay for a starter set of basic tools. And if you're here for 2 more years, those tools are yours.
I mean, we really kind of fit in with wherever we can. So we've worked with a lot of different schools between Lincoln Tech, UTI, local programs, anything that we can get ourselves into. Ford has a good program at Catonsville Community College through the asset program there. So we kind of utilize any avenue that we can to find technicians. What I would tell you is the biggest deal is getting the entry-level technicians and giving them a path and a training process to follow so that you can grow them. And ultimately, I feel like you build the most loyal technicians, and it's easier to retain technicians that way because they're starting with you, they're learning your processes, they're learning your ideas, and they're really practicing what you're teaching them. So ultimately, I think that's been our success. Experienced technicians that come in, they're not necessarily looking for the roadmap as much as when they come in the door, you give them the tools that you tell them that you will. When we say, hey, we'll get you certified, we'll get you set up for training, and we do it.
Most of it is just the team spirit. I try to allow a lot of freedom to these guys. I do not micromanage my guys. And I think they like that as far as coming to work. They like who they work with. I try to keep the chemistry of my people very happy, and I think most of the guys like coming to work here. So I think it's all just the atmosphere. Dollar-wise, we're competitive, but I don't do anything crazy money-wise. I think it's more of just a comfort zone. I'm a big family guy, so if they've got kids, it's a perfect place to work, because if they've got donuts with dads, I'm going to make sure they're there. I'm not going to force them to be at work when they should be with their family. Tri-C has an excellent program. It's called ASEP, that is a GM-backed program. And being on the advisory board, I get to have first pick. So we get a great pick of who's coming up. And same thing with the high school level. I try to get those kids in here in the summertime just to get a feel for what they're about, get them used to the store, and then hopefully promote them onto the Tri-C program. They've been working excellent. I believe I've got 7 ASEP graduates here right now. I've got one that just graduated last year. I've got a gentleman that's just starting this fall in the ASEP program that I picked up from the Polaris Vocational School, so it works.
So a lot of shops you'll see, they have big sign-on bonuses and they promise people the world. Our shop we're very open, we're very honest. It's a family atmosphere here. Everybody knows each other, they know each other's spouses, they know each other's kids. A lot of people are excited to come to work. Once people come in and see the flow of the shop and meet the people we work with, they realize that they're comfortable here. This is where they want to be. And the team atmosphere is the biggest, perk that we have here, where people want to be here and they learn, and there's huge opportunities for growth.
I'm just very fortunate right now. I got a great set of techs, and I've got several in the wing that want to come here and work. So, I mean, right now I don't have to do a whole lot to incentivize them. They want to come here and work. So I'm pretty fortunate. I don't know if that'll be that way forever. Techs are hard to find, but I've got a great bunch of techs.
We just keep running ads through Hireology. We run some local ads through the local paper. That didn't really bring much. Hireology is helping. I also have some Facebook ads that's also gotten us a few technicians. We are looking at maybe some hiring bonuses or signing bonuses. I'm careful with that because sometimes you have someone that you've had for 25 years and they say, that guy just got this and I've been with you this long, so we have to be really careful. It's again a tightrope right now.
Well, I don't know that we do anything special to incentivize them to come here. We feel we have one of the best programs around. Our pay scale for flat rate technicians is excellent. I think the best in the area. So sometimes word of mouth gets out there, but there's a huge shortage of the flat rate technicians. The other ways, we go to the trade schools, looking for prospective candidates that we can bring in at the journeyman level. Excellent. That's our best source of our future mechanics, is to bring them in as an apprentice and work them up through journeyman. Actually, about the only thing that we've had some success with, is actually incentivizing our own employees, to find people to encourage people to come here and apply for a job that they know, and they come, and we've had some success with that.
Sure.